Everyone, welcome back to my channel GETUP24 at 7. I am your PPM present here to teach you about the human heart. So, the human heart is called as central pumping organ which functions to pump the blood to all part of the body as well as to the lungs. तो चले आज पढ़ते हैं ह्यूमन हार्ट के बारे में। ह्यूमन हार्ट को सेंट्रल पंपिंग ऑर्गन कहा जाता है इसीलिए कि इसका जो फंक्शन है ये ब्लड को सर्कुलेट करता है बॉडी में और सो इट पंप्स द ब्लड टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी। वेयर इट इज लोकेटेड, कहाँ पे ये प्रेजेंट रहता है बॉडी में? इट इज लोकेटेड इनसाइड द चेस्ट कैविटी or inside the rib cage between the two lungs, or the position is called mediastinum position. Its shape is one's closed fist. One's closed fist means each individual, if they close their fist, the size of the fist is their size of their heart. Next, the weight of the heart varies from 250 gram to 300 gram accordingly, and it is made up of a special type of muscle called cardiac muscle. So the function of the cardiac muscle starts at the time of birth and stops during the death. So throughout the life it functions or contracts. Let's see the anatomy or the internal structure of the human heart. Okay, चलो देखते हैं हम इसका इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर मतलब इसको हम दो पीस में कट करेंगे और इसका जो इंटरनल पार्ट होगा उसको देखेंगे कितना चैम्बर्स प्रेजेंट है और क्या क्या ब्लड वेसल्स अटैच है इसके साथ. So let's see. If we cut the heart, then we will find four chambers. Two upper chambers and two lower chambers. Here 1 and 2 are two upper chambers which are called as auricles and the singular is called atrium, and two lower chambers are called as ventricles or ventricles. Singular form is ventricle and combinedly two ventricles are present in the heart. The auricles and the ventricles are separated by a membrane called as auriculoventricular septum. Now if we see the right auricle, this is the right part, this is the left part. The right auricle associated with two veins such as superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Okay, got it? Next, the superior vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood from the upper extremities or upper limbs such as head, neck, etc. इसका काम क्या है? सुपेरियर वेना कावा का काम है वो हेड और नेक से इम्प्योर ब्लड लाके ये राइट ऑरिकल में पहुंचाएगा, और इसका जो काम है ये inferior vena cava brings the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body, that is from the leg, abdomen or lower part of the lower organs. So that also pours the blood into the right auricle. Get it? Fine. So now when the right auricle is filled with deoxygenated blood, it will start contracting. This impulse of contraction is originated at a point present at the right auricle which is called as SA node, which is called as AC node. So the impulse of conduction starts at the point of AC node, and this impulse will radiate through the bundle of His and Purkinje fiber to the ventricular wall. Now at a time both auricles contract. From the right auricle the blood goes to the right ventricle. Similarly from the left auricle blood goes to the left ventricle. Fine. So now the after auricular contraction the auricular relaxation starts and the blood reaches at the respective ventricles. The ventricles now starts contracting. So from the left ventricle through the pulmonary artery the impure blood goes to the lungs for the purification, and from the left ventricle through systemic aorta the blood goes to all part of the body for circulation. Is it clear? So what are the circulatory path of the blood? That the deoxygenated blood from the upper extremity and lower extremity reaches at the auricles, right auricle. After that it will goes to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle goes to the lungs for the purification through the pulmonary artery, and through pulmonary vein it returns back the oxygen. After oxygenation through pulmonary vein it returns back to the left auricle. From left auricle the blood goes to the left ventricle. From left ventricle goes to the all part of the body for circulation through systemic aorta. This is the path or circulation of the blood through the heart. Now we will see the different blood vessels that is associated with the human heart. The blood vessels such as superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, which brings the deoxygenated blood to the heart. Now the pulmonary artery, it is the exceptional case. Pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. From the lungs through the pulmonary veins which is attached with the left auricle that brings the oxygenated blood to the heart. From the left auricle the blood goes to the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle through systemic aorta the blood goes to all part of the body for the circulation. Another thing, important thing, that the outer layer of the heart muscle is called pericardium. Outer layer is called pericardium. The middle layer is called myocardium. And the inner layer is called endocardium. Okay, and the upper part of the heart is a broad, so it is called base, and the lower part is conical shaped, so it is called apex. Remember, these two parts, upper part is called base and the lower part is called apex. Beside this, some valves are present in the chambers. There is some chambers are at the entrance of the blood vessels and the heart chamber. There are some valves are present. So in between the right auricle and right ventricle the tricuspid valve is present. Here the tricuspid valve is present. In between the left auricle and the left ventricle, there is bicuspid valve is present. Which valve? Bicuspid valve is present, or bicuspid valve is present. Here the semilunar valves are present in the opening of the systemic aorta to allow the blood to go in a forward direction, or the valves prevent the backward movement of the blood. So the valves allow the blood to move to the only in the forward direction. Okay, so this was about the human heart, internal structures of the human heart. I think it will be helpful for you for understanding the internal structure of the human heart. If you are having any questions or any suggestions regarding the class, you can write me in the comment box. Thank you for watching my videos. Okay.